This video was brought to you by Patreon.
Hey you, how's it going? My name is Ruubez and welcome to day 10 of Vlogmas. Has it really been 9 days already? Apparently so. Yeah, so today I'm working from home. It's Friday. And there's a brand new episode of Fresh from the Scene out. Here's a clip.
Matthew Robano we had on, who was formerly in Take It Back Sunday and he's now in Angels and Airwaves. That was really good. We're going to do one with him in the flesh when they come over now. So hopefully going to get Tom DeLong on so I can talk about aliens and nothing else. I'd gladly not mention Angels and Airwaves or Blink-182. I would love. This week's it's happening. This week's guest is very similar to myself. He's an alien enthusiast. It's Thomas DeLong. How are you, Thomas? It's happening. Sean and Morgan. I can only talk by singing in my vocal lines. So, Tom, UFOs, do they exist? They're all inside your head. Oh, are they? Oh, I thought you'd know more about them. But yeah, so yeah, we had Matt Robano on, and he was talking about, because I said, right, what do you know about aliens that I don't then? Because you hang around with the fucking king of the UFOs, like. And he was like, Tom kind of stopped talking to me about it because he kind of got paranoid for a while because he thought he was being followed and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah.
Now, there's a link in the description to the podcast if you haven't heard it. Please go listen to it. As I said in yesterday's Vlogmas, this podcast is actually really important to me. Yeah.
So I just finished quite a large amount of website changes, and it took me that long that when I actually mentioned to my boss I was going to take lunch after I finished it, I don't even think it was 12:30, and now it's nearly 1:30. So yeah, time for some lunch. And just before I get back underway post lunch, advent calendars. We're on the 10th, so all I want for Christmas is someone to look at me the way I look at candy kittens. I don't need that, because I've already got it. And then there we go. Number 10. Well, it doesn't make a noise when it's shaken. It's another pin badge. One of the carnivorous snowmen things. The snowmen first appeared in the episode called The Snowmen, the Christmas special from 2012. They were under the control of the Great Intelligence and menaced London in 1892. They were stopped by the 11th Doctor and young governess Clara. Yeah, I like that pin. It's nice. And now we go back to work. And there we go. I've just finished my second week at work. Yay. That's cool. That means it's the weekend. And currently I don't have any plans for tonight. But tomorrow I'm going to see my first Coventry City game in a decade. And on Sunday I am at Enter Shikari in Leeds. That is unless... Nah. Yeah, I'm at Enter Shikari in Leeds. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. So yeah, let's get on with the weekend. I think I'm probably gonna do some F1 2021 tonight, because that was fun. So I just did 2 races, one in Portimao and then one in Catalonia. In Portimao I finished my current career best, which was P12. In the rain. And then in Catalonia I finished my current career worst, which was 20th and 2 laps down. You can tell I've started a new career because my team's shit. Yeah, I very much kept P12 in Portimao because it was a wet race. There was limited opportunities to overtake, and there wasn't DRS, which meant that the cars behind didn't get a ridiculous amount of speed behind me. So yeah, that was fun. Good season finale. I have obviously seen the criticisms of this series. You can't miss them when you are, you know, a fan of something that is so actively disliked. And to be honest, I don't see it. I don't get it, you know? Yes, there have been a couple of issues with Chris Chibnall's era of Doctor Who. There were issues with Moffat's era of Doctor Who. There were issues with Russell T Davies's era of Doctor Who. And to be honest, with Russell T Davies coming back, hopefully those issues don't reappear. But they might do, you know. A lot of people like to think that, you know, maybe Stephen Moffat's era of Doctor Who was untouchable. People hated Stephen Moffat's era of Doctor Who just as much as they hated Chris Chibnall's Doctor Who. Whilst it was running, they just didn't see it as much. There was much less of the prevalence of that toxic wash that you get with being on the internet. You know, during the majority of Moffat's run, during the entire of Davies's run, you know, unless you were in fan forums, you didn't see it. But now it bleeds out and into like you know, Doctor Who Twitter, non-Doctor Who Reddit, non-Doctor Who Facebook. That's all that's going on here. It's probably the same amount of hate, just much more visible and louder. So yeah, I enjoyed Flux. And I'm looking forward to the next stage. Anyway, I'm gonna call that day 10 of Vlogmas. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please do all that generic YouTube stuff, like, share, comment, subscribe, etc, etc. As always, I've been Ruby Bryce, and I shall see you tomorrow for day 11 of Vlogmas. Adios, bye.